What's the scariest story from your neighborhood? When the neighborhood finally understood just how much he had given, it was already too late. Everyone in the neighborhood knew Mr. Langston. He was kind, generous, always willing to lend a hand. When stray dogs roamed the streets, he took them in. He donated to every charity drive, never missing a chance to give. On weekends, he volunteered at the shelter. People often said the world needed more folks like him. But no one ever truly appreciated him. He looked after Mrs. Hutchinson while her granddaughter was away, tending to her every need, without asking for a dime. He found little Tommy when he got lost at the park, sitting with him until his mother arrived. She barely muttered a thank you. When he gave his own jacket, his favorite jacket, to a homeless man, even slipping $40 in the pocket, he never got so much as a nod of gratitude. People took and took, but never gave anything in return. So Mr. Langston decided it was time to balance the scales. Mrs. Hutchinson's legs were failing her anyway, so he took them for himself. Tommy was young, he had 2 hands, he wouldn't miss one. And as for the homeless man, well, after everything Mr. Langston had given him, a simple donation in return was only fair. Over time, neighbors began noticing changes. Mr. Langston seemed different, stronger, healthier, younger. The limp he once had was gone. His hands looked unfamiliar. And his garden, once filled with roses, now had deep, fresh soil, always tended with care. No one knew what to say. But one thing was certain, Mr. Langston never stopped giving. And when the neighborhood finally understood just how much he had given, it was already too late. How far would you go to be appreciated? Some people give and give, until they decide to take. Have you ever had a neighbor who seemed too generous? Share your creepiest neighborhood stories below. Eyes.